what it is. We should be definitely funded, yes. I disagreed with it last year, for the same reason.
Do any board members have a thought?
Is Dave gonna be here next week? He's checking in.
Yeah, it'll be your next week.
Go to the school district, see how they do it. I mean, all, Jerry did some research, to understand how did they,
Yeah, Tom and I actually looked at our slides. It was both ways. So it's honestly,
What's your preference?
What leads to confusion when you're talking to the public is the public thinks the superintendent runs the school board. I hear it all the time. I said, that's not true. The school board is the only employee is the superintendent. They get confused when they read it. That's the reason for changing it. I hear it so many times. They think that the superintendent is supposed to tell us what to do.
work together.
Well, you can work together if he's below us anyway. This would stop the confusion. I mean, it's correct.
That's the answer.
The owner and the foreman, they don't going to be side by side because the foreman is not telling the owner what to do. That's my point. It's confusing.
Item B is approval of an HR job description that I don't think we have a meeting on. So that'll be on in italics next week.
Is that a new hire to the administration?
That's a restructure of a position. That's correct.
It's just a restructure for somebody's already here.
Item C is approval of the hires that the superintendent hired himself. Long list of 17 of
Nick, I have a question about one. We probably have to do an executive session.
Yes, we will. Probably do.
Let's do it now, then I get my question answered.
Yeah, it's next week.
You're gonna have to do it next week because you can't.
Okay, then we'll just do it next week, that's fine.
If you
Next
can't
week's fine.
No.
Okay.
Well, then we're here to deliberate on the agenda tonight. So
Yeah, but
if we can affect the agenda, or question will affect the agenda next week, then the discussion should be had now.
I'm fine with that.
Technically, you know, you throw you back.
We're not voting, I just have a question, I just need clarification.
Yeah,
All deliberations in the public.
But I can't ask it here because it's personnel. I'm not voting, it's just, I just have a question for clarification.
That's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Go on for break for
It will not be long.
executive session for personnel.
It won't be long. Like, I wish I could see right here.
Okay.
Go with that. Yeah.
I might get locked out.
Are you the one managing that Google Calendar? Oh my goodness. I wish someone was doing that one like this. The first time I thought, I was like, oh my goodness, this is everything.
Yeah, that's why I did it, because,
It's so hard to time it all down. It's sort of, I don't know how you're going to time it.
yeah, I don't really
Yeah,
have the
yeah,
time, but I
but-
just find, and like, you know, sometimes I agree with something that's out of date, or something small, or I'm missing something, but I'm doing the
Better than
best
nothing.
with what I have.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
And it's better
Just
than-
linking them all into one place is nice.
Yeah, because like, you know, because you go on the school website, you only get sports,
Right, right.
but, you know, you don't get like,
The library and.
yeah, library, or just like some of the school activities that aren't sports,
Just
like,
don't-
if the FBLS or future green teachers having some kind of event or Thunderbolt, foundation, things like that, that's what FBLS is on.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's very cool. I really appreciate it.
It's a labor of love.
Okay.
All right. Item D is approval of teacher leaders. And item E is teacher mentors. Any questions on any of those? resignations. We have transfers, volunteers, Judge Lynn. And then there are, under the I, overriding it as insurance. Yes.
If you don't mind backing up a little bit, I wanted to ask a question about Steve before we change over back to order. I was just curious, I see there's 17 listed here that I'm assuming Dr. Missel has brought to us. Why do we have to have a special session for the athletic director that wanted to do for all the stuff? That's the first question. I mean, why do we make a special session for one person and the rest of them was okay to put on the list and now let's do it now? That's just one.
Is there a rush because of the sports? I'm not one of them.
I believe that there were members of the board, the majority of the board that expressed a desire to give it back. There was a person in that position that was not approved to see the process through and to fill that position and approve the recommendation from the administration.
Okay. Thanks.
Any other questions on the rest of the personnel report? Under CCMP, there is just the approval, second reading of the policies from June, the first readings. Are there any questions on the policies?
No, but do we just need to add in second reading, or do we not need to add it on there? No? Okay.
Nick, were these, I'm sorry, were these done in a curriculum meeting prior to this meeting?
They were done in June 3.
Okay, okay. I just want to be sure. My memory.
There's no first reading policies.
Correct.
All this one, we haven't had a CCMP meeting. And then, item D is approval of the annual nurses standing orders.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you do your homework? Did you do your homework? Did you do your homework?
I did. So, I do.
Okay.
Well, not really issues. Question.
Okay.
So,
Where?
Well, Dr. Bergman is in charge of the nurses. Dr. Biaski has worked with nurses in the past, so it depends on, listening to maybe able to answer your question.
so, section B3 for the abdominal pain, it just says to notify the parent if the temperature is 100 degrees or more. But for every other thing, if there's a temperature plus another symptom, the child's supposed to go home. So why for that specific one are they not being sent home?
We can certainly
So
ask
they're probably
Dr.
getting
George.
sent home with the elevated temperature of 100.
But like all the other ones specify that. That one does not. It just says notify the parent. So I was just curious about that.
I think we can contact Dr. George. and
Yeah,
ask
we
Dr.
can,
George.
and have them clarify it or change it.
And then the other one is still, like I said last year, the head injury thing. It is mostly safe to sleep after a head injury. And it's usually fairly encouraged because your brain needs to rest and heal. So I don't know why that is still being put as don't let them sleep. As long as you're doing frequent checks on
I was
them,
gonna say, it's usually frequent checks.
they are able to sleep most of the time. So I don't know if someone wants to ask him about that.
If that's a question, we'll certainly ask him and get the response to.
But everything else, for the most part, is pretty on par. For policies, we typically follow with medical staff. But the head injury thing is just weird to me, because you can go right on Google and almost every medical institution says it's typically safe safe to sleep after your head injury, including Wellspan's website. So, but that's all I have.
Any other questions?
Are there any other questions on any of the CCD items? And report?
Okay. I think, second rep, which he was taking
There's no
over.
meetings.
Yeah, you were taking over for yesterday. Not like you, which I haven't seen anything yet, and then, okay, that's it for that. Is there any other new business?
Yeah, I just want to, not only acknowledge, but recently, I'm sure we all heard about the 2 students from the graduating class of 2022, which I believe was May's class, who passed away from accidents within a week of each other. So it's been a very sad thing for the community to hear this information. They were so young. Yeah. So I just wanted to bring that forward.
Encourage you to bring that forth
Next week?
next week,
Okay.
for acknowledgement announcements, or even more during one of the cycles, probably would be more appropriate.
Oh, yes, and, well, I know, I think, well, Ms. Johnson did bring up about the middle school teacher that also passed away suddenly, but next week, so I don't have to do it if somebody else just wants to do that, whoever, I guess, I'm fine with that, but I just wanted to add that to the list, thank you.
Anything else?
Yeah, Dr. Mitchell.
Yes,
Solicitor reports, non-invoices, haven't seen any for a long time.
haven't gotten any for a long time.
Oh.
Mr. Walter's going to be here on Monday night. You can certainly ask him and remind him to get the solicitor reports to us.
Another thing, Dr. Mitchell, we discussed 2 months ago about writing no costs for Kathy Griffin. I have seen no movement on that.
Yes, one of the things was that we discussed was we would need to be able to sit down and figure out how the costs were collected and gathered, how we delineate between Mrs. Mummert's time, other individuals' time, how we work through, and we're still working through trying to figure out how we can come up with a cost for effort and work.
Any other questions? New business? Hearing none, need a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second, Wrestler?
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?